May I now have the privilege of inviting the Apostolic Nuncio, Your Grace, Archbishop Salvatore Pennacchio, to deliver the presidential address. Your Grace.
Your Eminence, Your Beatitude, Your Grace, Reverend Fathers, President and Secretary of CRI President Section, Rector of Dartmouth College, dear Fathers and Sisters, dear participants, it is indeed a pleasure for me to be with you as you gather to reflect on the gift of priesthood that you have all received. You have been especially chosen by God to be a member of your respective religious congregations and share in the priestly ministry of Jesus. You were selected at a particular time for a definite purpose to live the specific and unique charism of your religious congregation and to carry on faithfully in the responsibility and the mission given to you. Since my arrival in India, I have been visiting a number of dioceses, and that has enlightened me to know about the rich diversity of your country, the many different regions, diverse languages, unique cultures, rich traditions, specific practices and beliefs of the people. This diversity is a continuing challenge for all to work for peace and unity. But in doing so, it also calls you to be firmly rooted in your own faith, so that your words and actions may mirror the faith you cherish. Then will you truly be able to share this grace with others. Your religious commitment has given you an opportunity to be sent to different parts of India and even to other countries to proclaim the message of the Lord. Your journey to wherever you are sent is a journey undertaken in faith and trust in the Lord who has called you, and is a response to his love that you have experienced over the years. You come together today to narrate and share the stories of your missionary life, but sharing the rich and the unique events and experiences that you have encountered in proclaiming the gospel, you will certainly enrich, enlighten, and motivate each other to renew the fervor, the zeal of your religious commitment, and availability for the missions. Pope Benedict XVI, as you well know, announced that 2012 will be the year of faith. In this context, today I would share with you a few reflections. Firstly, together we thank God for the gift of faith. At the time of your baptism, the seeds of theological virtue of faith have been sown in your hearts. Faith certainly is a free gift from God, but its growth requires conviction from you. Pope Benedict XVI, in proclaiming the year of faith, said, "We want this year to arouse in every believer the aspiration to profess the faith in fullness, and we renew the conviction with confidence and hope. Your life as a religious priest began in faith and will continue to be meaningful and relevant when you progress in assimilating and living that faith. We are here today to thank God for the gift of faith which has brought you to share and to listen to the faith experience of others. Secondly, we thank God for the gift of a religious commitment. Consecrated life is a stable form of life, called and blessed by God, enriched with the spirituality and mission of Christ, and led by the ever-abiding presence and guidance of the Holy Spirit. The spirit and charisma of the founders of your respective communities continue to animate, inspire, and unify your congregation to enkindle even more brightly the fervor of their vision and the mission. Consecrated life is maintained by following the Constitution, by enacting the acts of the chapter, and by keeping up the structure of the institutions. When at any time the structures and the constitution of the congregation are bypassed, then surely your life and the religious practices would be compromised. Religious priests are called to integrate their life and mission. For this you may be perceived as a sign of contradiction in this war. Your spiritual life, which is supported by a life of prayer and spiritual exercise, and the mission activity you render, should reflect the core of your commitment. As you carry on your life, loving God and saving others, integrating your life and the ministry, you realize in yourselves what St. Paul tells to the Corinthians: I have become all things to all, that I might by all means save some. All of you are expected to live in fidelity and to carry out the apostolate with commitment. But in spite of all your efforts, there will be times when you would have some feelings of not living up to the expectation of God, the Church, and your congregation. At these times, you may find comfort in the consoling words of Christ. My grace is sufficient for you, for power is made perfect in weakness, so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. As such, today you thank God for the grace of religious commitment. Thirdly, we thank God for the mission to live and to preach the good news. The command from Jesus to everyone is to preach to the people and to testify that He is the one ordained by God, to go and to preach the good news and reveal the message of God. Pope Benedict XVI says that the knowledge of the content of faith is essential and will do what the Church and knowledge of the content of faith is essential for giving one's own assent, that is to say, for adhering fully with intellect and will to what the Church proposes. This is a challenge for preachers to assimilate and to transform the knowledge of faith in their lived reality. The living witness will help you to carry out the command of the Lord, to go and make disciples to all nations. In sharing your experiences on the mission day today, you are encouraged by the faith lived in the example of each other, and thank God for sending you to different missions to share God's message. This Mission Congress is a time of bonding with the whole Church. It builds in you an intense feeling of belonging. Your own uniqueness and the varieties of events and incidents of your life that you share may affect, transform, and encourage others so that they are enriched and edified by your commitment and dedication. Mary, our Mother, is a role model in your sharing of faith experiences. Many times, the Holy Father has shared about the faith of Mary, a model for the Christian profession and an example to the response of the call of God. Mary's life was a life lived in faith. She never doubted, never questioned, but simply believed. Her life was a journey in faith. Pope Benedict XVI called Mary the great woman of faith and love, who has become in every generation a wellspring of faith, love, and life. Her faith was nourished with love, and Mary lived her life with constant trust in the Lord. Let us thank God for giving you an opportunity to share your missionary experiences during this Mission Congress, and for the exemplary models of faith that you may follow. Finally, let us thank God for the grace to face the crises and challenges of faith. You live in a world where faith and convictions are challenged. Doubts and crises of faith are not only experienced by people, but time expressed by them. That is why the year of faith is a call to an authentic and renewed conversion to the Lord. All through your life, and in particular during the times of challenges and crises, you are called by the Lord to go through a major transformation, for the thoughts and affections, mentality and conduct are slowly purified and transformed on a journey that is never completely finished in this life. Living your faith in the concrete also means to be ready to witness to the faith and testify through your life and actions. Pope Benedict says that our faith is well-founded, but it is necessary that this faith become a part of our lives. A great effort must therefore be made in order for all Christians to transform themselves into witnesses, ready and able to shoulder the commitment of testifying, always and to everyone, to the hope that animates them. Your witnessing to faith is not only a challenge, but a confirmation of what you believe, especially in difficult times you encounter. You are here to thank God for giving you the grace to rise up to the crises and challenges of faith. Dear participants, during this Mission Congress, you have an opportunity to animate and rejuvenate your faith in God and the missionary commitment of each other. This is necessary because, as Pope Benedict says, a complacency has crept into life. So in vast areas of the earth, faith risks being extinguished like a flame that is no longer fed. In this challenge of the new evangelization, the Holy Father tells you to rediscover the journey of faith so as to shed ever clearer light on the joy and the renewed enthusiasm of the encounter with Christ. Let your light shine brighter, as the theme of your conference recites. May Mary, star of the new evangelization, be your inspiration and guide in this year of faith. In concluding, I happily bless on each one of you the apostolic blessing of His Holiness Pope Benedict XVI. Thank you and God bless you all.